Immaculate Conception Catholic Church, 2745 West 44th Street in Chicago. 100 years old in 2014, 100 years young to serve the decades ahead.
Imagine a parish serving a community for 100 years. So it's quite a blessing that we're celebrating the 100th anniversary of our parish, Immaculate Conception, here in Brighton Park. But here we have, in this parish on the southwest side of the city, a vibrant inner-city parish striving to serve God and the people who live in this area who come to here for spiritual help. So we are really blessed to be celebrating this centennial.
100 years, that's a long time. And for the Catholic Church to continue and to be so vibrant, it's amazing. And it's a tribute to the faith of these people. I'm just so proud of them. That means year after year, the families were teaching their children to know and love and serve Jesus. The parish started as a Lithuanian parish. It was started by immigrants 100 years ago who had so little, and possibly not as great as an education as the parishioners today. But they were the ones who recognized we needed a church here. Those of us that have been here, we know that there was a progression. There was a smaller church that became the auditorium, and then this newer church was created, which is really, really a tribute to the love of the people, to sacrifice to build this beautiful church.
Lithuanian immigrants came to Chicago as World War I was beginning in Europe. Father Antano Briškos was the founding pastor of Immaculate Conception. And today, despite changes in the community, the Lithuanian heritage remains strong in all aspects of the church. Evelyn Ozelis was baptized at Immaculate Conception in 1925.
It's really a milestone. This is sort of like a phenomenal thing. You never really thought about it as you were growing up. And I mean, when we had the 50th anniversary, nobody thought, we're going to have 50 years. None of us are going to be around for another 50.
Imagine how the past will guarantee service and charity for the future. In this parish of Immaculate Conception, we have served the people spiritually for the last 100 years. And through all that time, people have come here for many, many different sacraments, many of the activities and studies and for their spiritual growth. And that is going to continue into the future. Thanks be to God for the people who have built up this parish, who have been part of this parish for the last century.
Sveikinu Nekaltojo Prasidėjimo parapiją 100 metų sukaktuvių proga ir džiaugiuosi, kad parapija tiek išlaikė lietuvybę ir palaikė mus visus lietuvius.
Ruta Staniloulis's parents came to Chicago to escape the Soviet takeover in Lithuania after World War II. The grade school closed in 1999, but Ruta's mother was the principal for 35 years and taught Lithuanian language, history, and geography. Ruta, who attended the school through the 8th grade, later taught dancing there for 18 years.
Lithuania was under Soviet occupation, and the dream of every Lithuanian was to fight and work for the liberation of Lithuania, ultimately from Soviet rule. And so if they didn't maintain that culture here, who would fight for Lithuania's independence? Lithuania couldn't do it on its own. And the parish met that need by giving them sort of a home base, a place from which to operate, a place where they could meet and share each other's experiences and just feel part of a community.
Salome Dulles, having escaped advancing Soviet troops during World War II, was captured by the Nazis. She would escape a labor camp and eventually come with her family to the United States. Immaculate Conception has given her much of what she had lost.
God's providence that we were able to come to a Lithuanian parish. We found Lithuanian priests. We found the Lithuanian language being used in church. And that's how I was able to be happy among Lithuanians and get involved with children, their work here, and traditional Lithuanian celebrations. The priests were always considerate of us and took part in our celebrations also. So that way, if I were not in a Lithuanian Catholic parish, I guess I would not have been happy.
Victor Kelmelis was an altar boy, went to Immaculate Conception School, and remains active in church affairs.
Linkiu švenčiausios Mergelės Marijos Nekaltojo parapijos bažnyčiai laimingų, džiaugsmingų 100 metų ir kad dar gyvuotų dar 100 metų. I feel that the parish still serves the community and the Lithuanian community, especially because we still have our organizations, we still have our Knights of Lithuania, we still have our the community group, and we're still we help out with other parishes. We still get together. We have the Lithuanian Mass, so it's still important to us, and it's important to those who are staying here in America.
4 generations of the Kondrat family are exemplary of those who have remained in America and in the Immaculate Conception Parish.
It's just a fine, friendly relationship we have. And that continues, and it's going to continue on for practically forever.
I like the fact that there is a continuity with 100 years in this church. I don't see this church going away anytime soon with the Latin community. They're highly involved in, their religion, so I don't see this church really going.
I remember going to Mass on Sundays and my sister and I praying that we would go to the coffee and that either the men's club or the mother's club would have set up for after church, knowing that you're going to get the milk and the little pastry and get to run around the locked up sections of the school and, play games with your friends from the neighborhood. These were happy times. These were happy times that no matter what else, as far as I've even gotten myself from the Catholic Church at this point, I never forget those moments of community.
Imagine how the wonderful dichotomy of the people who have served here in different cultures of Immaculate Conception throughout the years. Here we are blessed to have a parish that's ethnic diversity. The parish began with the Lithuanian community for several years, serving the people and their cultures, people who came from Lithuania, for many, many years. And then in the 80s, you saw kind of a shift, and the Hispanics started moving in. They were welcomed by the priest and the people who served here, but during that time, there was always a nice blending together of the different cultures, the Lithuanian culture, the Mexican culture, along with the American culture. And that's reflected in the different celebrations we have in our liturgies. We do it in 3 different languages.
Antrasis skaitinys iš Šventojo Apaštalo Pauliaus laiško Filipiečiams.
Thank you all of your alumni and past parishioners who have come to celebrate with us. Y también por nuestros feligreses que están aquí celebrando con nosotros. People represent their cultures in the Mass with their typical dress. When we have celebrations, people come and bring their food from the different ethnic varieties. So it's a really nice blending of the different cultures coming together to try to live as God's people as one.
Bueno, solo de verdad agradecer a Dios por esta bonita experiencia que nos da a nosotros como comunidad religiosa de estar aquí en esta comunidad de Inmaculada Concepción. Y también agradecer mucho a la gente que nos ha apoyado grandemente. No tenemos a nuestra familia, pero la comunidad nos hace ser parte también de una familia.
Inmaculada Concepción es como mi segunda familia. Tengo amistades que los aprecio mucho. A todos los párrocos que han pasado por aquí, que he conocido en esta parroquia, todos han sido muy buenos con nosotros, conmigo.
For me, Immaculate Conception is the most beautiful and important thing that I have in this country, because this is not a safe neighborhood, but it's only because of the church that my children, my husband and I, are involved in something that is good, especially for my children. They have different classes to attend or different things to do at church, which keep them busy and safe.
Florencia Diaz has been a parishioner at Immaculate Conception for more than 30 years. Very active in church affairs, she hopes others will follow her example.
It is very important that we, as a community and being parishioners of Immaculate Conception, that we volunteer our services on whatever we're able to do. There's a lot of things that each of us can give to the church. We could give a little time, a little of our time to the church. It is very important for us to keep the church going.
I was pastor at Immaculate Conception for 13 of those 100 years. I'm Father Tom Coys. I left Immaculate Conception in 2014, and I was asked to reflect on what my time at Immaculate Conception has meant for me. Boy, that's a big, long question, and I could talk for hours, because it certainly affected my life in many, many ways. When you come to church, you're rubbing shoulders with other folks that are not your family, but you're pushed to grow and grow. And that's what Immaculate Conception did a lot for a lot of people.
To respect the presence of God in one another, that life continues to be celebrated here at Immaculate Conception. And with that same openness, it'll be here for another 100 years.
I think I treasure the memories that I had working here at the parish. I don't know if it's the same now, but I am impressed with the way the church has been renovated, how clean it is. It's really beautiful. So I treasure those memories also of what people can do when they work together to support the church.
Imagine Immaculate Conception Parish being here to continue to work for peace, serenity, prayer, and understanding in this part of the city. And why is that? Because God is present. God is here. Of course, God is everywhere, but in a particular way, God is present in where the church is, where the people gather, and especially where the sacraments are celebrated. The parish has been here, will continue to be here, serving to people so they can come for spiritual refuge, to grow in their faith, grow closer to God, and when people have struggles and difficulties, they know they can come here and turn here and find that peace and tranquility.
Imagine